All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus. It's time to go over the PFF scores for Week 2 with Vikings victory, dominating victory over the San Francisco 49ers. Before we get in that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and if you got a couple extra bucks laying around every month, become a YouTube member. Why the hell not? So, again, Pro Football Focus, they do the grades every single game. They analyze things. They have their system. They have their scale. They have their grading process. Does anybody really know what it is? I don't know if they know for sure, but we're going to go over the scores that they gave them for top five, bottom five, offense, defense, and then just see if it correlates with what we had for our winners and losers in our post game. So let's start on defense, and let's start with your top five. Patrick Jones with an 88.6 overall grade. Makes sense. The dude had 2 sacks. He also had some nice run stuffs. So Patrick Jones with an 88.5, leading the defense. Again, Pat Jones making himself some money this year, the way he is playing, just flying. And you watch the film back, you see he spun around. He spun Trent Williams all the way around. That doesn't happen to the Silverback. It doesn't happen to this future Hall of Famer. Patrick Jones, well done. This next one, I don't get it. Blake Cashman came in with an 80.9. How is he that low? He had almost the best game you can have as a linebacker with his 13 total tackles, a sack, 3 pass breakups, a tackle for a loss. How is that an 80.9? I have no idea. To me, that should have been in the 90s, very high 90s. I just don't know how linebacker can have much of a better game than what he did. One of his deflections led to an interception. I don't know, PFF. Make it make sense to me because I don't understand. Next one, we got Taki Taimani, undrafted rookie. I think he played 14 snaps or so, and he graded out with a 77.8. You did see him in there on some run stuffs. He had a big tackle down by the goal line with Ivan Pace Jr. They're both in on that one. So Taki Taimani, when he's out there, I feel like the run defense got a little bit better. I thought 77.8 seems about right for him. Cornerback then, Josh Metellus with a 69.0, and these are the top scores. They're going down pretty fast. And then Shaq Griffin had a 69.0. I don't know if I said Josh Metellus, but cornerback Shaq Griffin had a 69.0. And then safety Josh Metellus with a 68.5. Again, the guy I thought was kind of everywhere. Had the interception. I don't really know why it would be that low. Bottom five, Jerry Tillery came in. They don't actually have a score written here, but he came in at 5. Cam Bynum with a 49.8. Again, I don't really know what. I don't remember him making any bad plays. I don't know. Again, you wonder how much, when they're playing prevent, how much of that factored in that last series, who kind of giving them whatever they wanted up front. I don't know if it does or not. Jonathan Bullard with a 47.2. Again, I didn't think he was horrible by any means. Jonah Williams with 39.5. And Ivan Pace Jr., 30.6. Which he was on our losers list, primarily just for that really bad pass coverage when he was 10 yards behind the receiver, deep, and just kind of watching him. So I guess those bottom grades, I'm not going to say too much. I just didn't really, 3 of those guys didn't stick out to us as having a horrible performance. But again, you beat the 49ers for the 8th straight time at home. No performance is bad. Let's go over to the offensive side of the football, and let's start with the bottom 5. We're going to end on a high note. Bottom 5, we're going to go from 5th worst to worst. Trishan Jackson with the 57.1. He must have been out there when Sam Darnold was marching the backups down to get the game-winning field goal, but again, I don't remember seeing him doing anything one way or the other. I think he was maybe helping Justin Jefferson walk off the field at some point, so I'm not going to argue with the 57.1. Blake Brandel, 55.3. He did have 3 penalties on the day. He also still has not a lot of pressure, I believe. So Blake Brandel, I thought that would have been a little bit higher, but I don't know how much they factor in when it's a penalty throwing that on your way, and you hit 3 of them. Aaron Jones with a 53. His fumble on the goal line sure as hell didn't help, and his yards per carry were not overly great. He did get hurt, so he never really got to get much of a rhythm, and Ty Chandler was hot. So Aaron Jones, he was on our losers list. Not a great game for him. Ed Ingram with a 51.9. I did feel as the game went on, he got a little bit better. And you see the highlights of him stuffing Leonard Floyd a couple times there. If Ed Ingram gets his paws on you and makes contact, he's a powerful man. You're probably going to end up on the turf. Leonard Floyd can tell you all about that. And the worst offensive player, Johnny freaking Munt, 48.0. Again, tight ends just being a non-factor through 2 games in this offense. Sam Darnold loves his receivers, and we love running the football. So maybe when T.J. Hawkinson comes back, that will change. But Johnny Munt, not doing much as a blocker and clearly not doing much as a pass catcher either. Let's go to the top 5. Number 5 was Jalen Naylor with a 72.6. Speedy Naylor. Again, beautiful touchdown. Second week in a row with a touchdown. And then hauling ass down the field to make the block on Justin Jefferson's long touchdown. Just great hustle on his part. Number 4 is Christian Darrisaw with a 78.1. Going against Nick Bosa. Bosa will get his every now and then, but Darrisaw did very well as he normally does. So no surprise there. Justin Jefferson with a 79.8. I don't know, he have a 97-yard touchdown. I don't know how he's not a little bit higher than that, but whatever. Ty Chandler with a 79.8. The dude was running like a madman. I would expect that number to be higher. But again, I don't know the grading scale. And the last one here, Garrett Bradbury with an 84.4. Garrett Bradbury, our beleaguered center, the guy we've been fair with. We're not sugarcoating it when he's bad. I mean, he's average at best, and 84.4. So Garrett Bradbury, whatever you did, PFF definitely enjoyed it very, very much. Those are your week 2 PFF scores. Again, some of them correlated with what we had as winners, losers. Some of them didn't. Some are a little bit head scratching. Again, but that's what happens. Again, I don't understand Blake Cashman's, but let me know in the comments what you think of the week 2 PFF scores. Do you agree with them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Also, remember to keep your skull in your hole.